Standing here now with...
Why do you get a light? I don't get a light.
The battery's gone.
Oh.
But you don't need a light.
Okay.
That's the crucial point. Don't interrupt my intro ever again.
My bad.
I'm stood here with Constable Baron Corbin. Well, first of all, how are you, etc.?
I'm good. You just threatened me, but...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I know, I do it too. Sometimes you just gotta let it fly.
Just a lot of aggression between us.
Yeah.
So you're well, you're here.
Yes,
we're here in
good.
Brooklyn, SummerSlam weekend. Are you excited?
Oh yeah, definitely. SummerSlam, second biggest show of the year. The atmosphere is always crazy because you have NXT, you have all of the media, and you have all of the things in the city that you get to do and be a part of. So it creates a pretty special energy for SummerSlam.
Now let's talk about your new look.
Okay.
The hair's gone.
I mean, it looks phenomenal, right?
I think it looks awesome.
You're right.
I said to you before we started recording, I really liked it. You said you tried to do this a year ago.
Yes. Yeah.
And they said no?
I wanted to cut my hair off about a year ago, and we had to buy some time and wait until we got the okay to do it. And when we did, I ran to the chair and got it shaved off as fast as I possibly could.
It was a WWE exclusive video online as well. It was that big a deal.
I think it hit a lot of views too.
Yeah.
Right? Someone was saying it was like one of the most watched videos on YouTube that week.
Ever.
Yeah, but I mean, it might as well be ever.
So what happens? Do you walk into Vince's office and say, I really would like to get a haircut?
No, you can have a little influence with your ideas and the things that you want to do with yourself and try to change. And that's one of the things I brought up. I said, hey, can we talk about maybe cutting my hair? And he's like, no, not right now. And I go, okay, that's my answer. So, it's a process because there's a lot of things that people don't think about. You can't just go and change your look because you have toys, you have video games, you have all kinds of media things with your picture on it, because if you go and do a drastic change, all of that has to change. So it makes a lot of work for a lot of people, and a lot of I'm sure there's legal stuff with it all. So it's just one of those things you got to kind of go and follow the chain of command. And
talk to me about Constable Baron Corbin. How are you enjoying this new role? It's certainly a kind of different direction from the Lone Wolf.
So you're giving me my same attitude. I can still go out and beat people up, but now you're saying that there's no repercussions for my actions because I'm right under Stephanie. I essentially am second in command, and she's not going to yell at me for doing something. So, I get to torture Kurt. I get to go out and just cause problems and all those things, and I have no repercussions. I get to wear a vest of authority, if you will.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a badge. I should get to a badge at some point that I can point to when I'm rubbing things in people's faces, but I love it. It's given me a lot of opportunity to be a part of the entire Raw show, not just out there for a match. I'm in things with Kurt, and I'm in things with other superstars. It's really cool to just branch out.
Yeah, well, that's the point, and probably something that a lot of people don't think about, is for you as a relatively young talent on the roster, you're now getting weekly to work with Roman and Kurt and all the big dogs of the yard, if you like. So how are you finding that? Are you finding that a lot of pressure, or are you just enjoying the moment?
No, I mean, there's always pressure, but it's a good pressure, if you will. Like, I like when I'm under pressure and I have things pushing me to go out there and perform at my top level, my A game all the time, because I think that's what makes a superstar special, someone who can go out there at any time. And WWE is so unpredictable in a sense of, like, Saturday night you could be facing Finn Balor, and all of a sudden now it's a triple threat. You have to be able to be on the fly and always be on your A game. So I think this role is giving me an opportunity to be in there, opening the show with Roman Reigns and Kurt Angle, to finishing the show with Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman. Like, I'm in there with guys who have been carrying this for a while now, and I believe I'm holding my own, and I think a lot of people are seeing that.
And obviously you're cutting a lot more promos now, you're in the ring a lot more on Raw. Has anyone given you, any of the kind of legends, people like Kurt Angle, given you advice when it comes to promos and playing that authority figure heel?
Yeah, I hate to give him a compliment, but Michael Hayes helps me a ton with working on my promos. That was the biggest transition for me, coming from football to WWE, and boxing or whatever it is. You're always taught not to show emotion and to essentially just be a stone cold guy, because you don't want your opponents to see how you're feeling, if you're hurt, tired, or whatever. Now we're trying to convey emotion to millions. So I had to break a habit of 30 years of what I was doing or whatnot. So having a guy like Michael Hayes, and then Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is continuing to help me grow as a performer with a microphone, and I think he's one of the best, and it's a really cool experience. And I don't like him much from last year's SummerSlam, but John Cena. John's always someone that I speak to, and he just, those are some of the best there are on the microphone, and being able to learn from guys like that is going to benefit me and elongate my career, because there comes a time when your body kind of starts to get tired or whatever, and if you can hold your own on a microphone, it will elongate your career.
It's half of the deal, right? Being good on the
100%.
mic. And talking to Paul Heyman, going back to him, how much is he around? There was rumors about him kind of having a bit of a producer's role backstage. Is he there a lot? Is he just there on the weeks where he appears on TV?
I've seen him quite a bit lately, but we talk on the phone.
Okay.
So I'm establishing that relationship with him where I can call him and go, hey man, this is my my promo. This is how I feel about it. What do you think, or those kind of things. So I have access to him pretty much 24/7. But I've seen him a ton lately, so hopefully it stays that way.
What a great wrestling mind he is. I mean, just
what
a
he's
genius.
Created and what he's done, that's what's the coolest thing I think about WWE is when guys finish being superstars or finish their in-ring careers, they get a backstage role, and you get some of these great minds like Finley's back there, Arn Anderson's back there. Like, these guys are back there and can help you create everything you're doing. And when you have guys that have done so much, it's amazing. I mean, Shawn Michaels is down at the Performance Center. Like, I hope those guys understand what they have there.
That's not a bad trainer to have, is it?
Right. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great. And finally, Sunday night, SummerSlam, you got a singles match against old Finn Balor.
Yeah, the little guy.
The little guy. How are you feeling about that?
I feel good. My body feels good. My mind feels good. I look forward to putting a beating on him in front of the whole world. That's for sure. I like to tease him that he's too small, not strong enough, but he's a tough kid. So I want to see how much he can really take.
Awesome. Bazza Corbs.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Appreciate it.